Denver 8 TV, your city, your source.
Well, good morning. I'm Paul Washington, the Executive Director of the Denver Office of Economic Development. For today's JumpStart announcement, we couldn't think of a more appropriate location than a super successful, fast-growing business like Nimble. The firm epitomizes the culture of innovation, and it is alive and well in Denver. Thanks to Yosh Eastbert of Nimble team for hosting us this morning. So thank you, Yosh, for being such a great host. We are very proud of the work that you're doing here in Denver, building your business, growing jobs, and broadening the city's economic base. You are really a great partner to the city, so thank you for all that you're doing. In terms of the city's approach to community and economic development, it takes a multitude of partners to accomplish this work. In terms of business development, we have various relationships with the chambers of commerce and business groups and businesses themselves, like Nimble. And they help us recruit and retain businesses to Colorado and, of course, to Denver. And I also want to give a good shout out to one of our key partners in this effort, and that's Eric Matisek, who leads Colorado Technology Association, another fantastic partner. In terms of neighborhood development, we work closely with nonprofit groups to help improve our neighborhoods and spur revitalization. In housing, developers like Sue Powers of Urban Ventures. Sue, thank you for all that you're doing to help build affordable housing, one of Mayor Hancock's key priorities, and we are excited about the work that we have ahead of us. And then finally, in workforce development, we team up with contracting partners and training organizations and others that help us on the front lines to train Denver's citizens to become the most productive workforce in the country. And the list, of course, goes on. JumpStart, our annual economic development strategy, is developed and its purpose is to keep us on task and help us to be an agency that not only focuses on collaboration, but most importantly, it helps us focus and advance Mayor Hancock's initiatives and priorities. And so as we move forward with our new strategy, I'm thrilled to share with you some numbers from the efforts in 2014, excuse me. We're just wrapping up our annual report for 2014. It's to be completed in a couple of weeks, but I want to give you some highlights of that annual report. The efforts of the Office of Economic Development in 2014 articulates that we helped and assisted over 119 firms, creating over 3,311 new jobs. We retained another 4,000 jobs within the city and county of Denver. That triggered capital investments of firms over $139 million, and we financed nearly 600 affordable and workforce housing units. We're very, very proud of this impact. And again, it's the JumpStart strategy that keeps us on task to be effective for the mayor and for the city and county of Denver. And so now I'd like to introduce to you Mayor Michael B. Hancock, who will share more with you on JumpStart 2015. Mayor Michael B. Hancock.
Thank you, Paul, and I just turned to the team as Paul was reading their achievements for last year and said, you all think you're sweet. Let me thank Yost Eisberg as well here at Nimble and the entire team at Nimble for letting us come in and to disrupt their morning. That we are so proud of what is happening here at Nimble, as we are with all of our small businesses throughout Denver who have really, quite frankly, carried us out of the recession. And so, Yost, we thank you. We thank Nimble for the work you're doing, for providing jobs, for contributing to really the substance of this great city of ours. And I'm excited to be here. You've done a great job of what used to be a garage and a gasoline shop. You've done very well for the city of Denver. Thank you so much. I want to thank everyone again for coming here today for our announcement of JumpStart 2015, our economic development strategic plan for the year. This now marks the 4th annual JumpStart plan for Denver. And from our very first one, we have included the tagline, revving up Denver's economic engine. Each and every JumpStart plan has done just that, and today we are reaping the benefits as Paul has outlined. It has clearly charted the course for this city's economy. Denver today has one of the lowest unemployment rates in the nation, is a hub for innovation, and is one of the best places to find a job and start a business. Now, we're not just saying that. You can actually pull up publications that are actually saying that about Denver, but we're proud. We're proud of the businesses here, and we're proud of the Office of Economic Development for the work that they've done. All they've done is really help to create and restore 36,000 jobs in the city of Denver over the last 4 years. All they've done is help 2,200 businesses move or get started in the city and county of Denver. And all they've done is help to knock down what was almost a double-digit unemployment rate in 2011 to below 4% today. Congratulations, and thank you, Paul, and your entire team. Go ahead and give them some love. They deserve that. Now, these plans have been proactive and intentional, and because of our focused approach, this city of opportunity is open for business. But we have much work ahead of us, and we recognize that. JumpStart 2015 will assure the economic prosperity we're seeing today extends to everyone. JumpStart 2015 builds off our previous plans and charts a series of new initiatives for OED to further its objective of growing jobs and creating economic opportunity. The plan again presents 7 key pillars of economic development, each of which contributes to a more healthy and vibrant economy. New this year, and a prime initiative of ours as we move forward, of course, is our pillar addressing the city's housing issues. All of our residents should have the opportunity to access decent, affordable housing in the community in which they work, if they so choose so. In JumpStart 2015, we have outlined immediate steps for OED and its partners to undertake in order to support our 5-year Housing Denver strategy. New construction is vital, and in 2015, we will support once again the development of at least 600 additional affordable and workforce housing units, keeping us on track of meeting our goal of developing 3,000 new units of affordable housing over a 5-year span. Housing preservation is also key. Is also a key component in this effort, as we don't want to lose any of the affordable housing that we've been able to create and add to our current inventory. JumpStart calls for proposing changes to the city's preservation ordinance by expanding it from just preserving the inventory of HUD affordable properties to a broader pull tool that also preserves covenant-restricted housing in Denver. Business retention remains a key focus for the city and county of Denver as well. There are many firms that are doing great things in Denver and across many industries, and we want to keep them in Denver. And I want to just say to you that I have watched firsthand, what was that, first eye, as Paul and the OED team have worked to keep companies that were planning to move out of Denver right here in Denver. And not only has he encouraged them to stay, but they've expanded their base in Denver, and I have been duly impressed by the work that they've done on that end. It's so important for us. Our location here at Nimble today is a testament to the retention strategy that we've undertaken. Nimble is an extremely successful IT consulting firm serving both mid-market companies and larger companies. They're on track to grow to 500 plus employees over the next 5 years. Named one of the Inc. 5,000 fast-growing companies in 2014, Nimble is also one of the Denver Gazelles, a name for its success and growth potential. We're excited to keep the Gazelle program moving into this year, 2015, as a means to recognize our fast-growing firms and as a way to connect them with one another and other firms to further build a successful business environment. Also under JumpStart 2015, we have exciting plans to help increase exports among Denver firms through the creation of a scalable pilot program to assist export-ready firms in accessing the international trade markets. And while we're at it, Paul and I were on the phone with the White House this week, and we are proud to join with the President's call to expand our free trade agreements around the world so that cities like Denver can remain competitive and growing our opportunities for companies to export. And so we want to encourage members of Congress to stand with the President on that effort, as we will here in Denver. Denver is built upon small business. So naturally, small business advocacy remains under the JumpStart watch. We have a series of initiatives in store to further strengthen access to capital for our small businesses, including the creation of a new small business loan fund with several partners. And we will also actively pursue a local branch of the SBA Small Business Investment Company to boost impact investment here in Denver. In terms of business recruitment, I'm proud to announce that we'll continue to build and elevate Denver's active lifestyle business sector. We're also targeting global business development, along with manufacturing and a continued full court press on retail development. We're also going into the second year of implementation of our strategic retail plan. You all remember that. Several steps are already underway to boost our retail landscape, including the encouragement of new general merchandise megastore right here in Denver. Neighborhood development is a large focus of our economic development strategy. JumpStart includes a number of intentional development initiatives across the city, from Globeville and Elaria Swansea to Westwood and the Welton Corridor, Sun Valley, and other areas. And we will begin to work to create new manufacturing and innovation hub in Denver's neighborhoods as we continue to address those opportunities in those underserved communities. We'll also be undertaking a new gentrification study to examine how revitalization impacts low-income areas and residents, and developing policy objectives to ensure that these efforts aren't just uplifting newcomers, but those already in the neighborhoods as well. And I can't underscore how important that is as we go into these underserved communities. Finally, mercifully, Denver's highly educated workforce drives our economy in many ways. And under OED's Workforce Development Division, a number of continuous improvement measures are on deck. In our youth services, we'll embark on a new tech scholarship program for low-income youth, as well as the promotion of pre-apprenticeships within the middle school employment sectors of healthcare, IT, manufacturing, and construction. We'll be exploring career pathways for the highest demand occupations, making it easier for residents to navigate their way up a career ladder and build prosperity. And we'll work to integrate the city's workforce development services through co-location and mobile services at locations including Head Start, Denver Public Libraries, Park and Rec facilities, the Denver Housing Authority sites, and DIA. So as you can see, when it comes to creating economic opportunity in the city of Denver and creating it for everyone, we're going to pull on every lever to make it happen. This plan is robust and it's very multifaceted, but we recognize that we have to address systems in order to make sure that we continue to grow our economic base. And all in all, this year's JumpStart plan is simply a roadmap to keep Denver on a strong economic course. So once again, let me thank Paul Washington and his entire team at the Office of Economic Development, who have done just an absolute tremendous job in lifting this city up and moving us forward. I think it's also apropos to thank all the partners that Paul laid out, because the city of Denver cannot do it by itself. Our partners have helped us create, I think, some nationally branding opportunities for the metropolitan region, and that has been tremendous. And then finally, I can't say enough about the business community and the investors, because they've taken chances and they've stepped out there when this recession was just recovering, and when other parts of the country people were more skittish and more cautious. I'll tell you that our leaders here in the city, this business community, was bold, and that's why you see the cranes you see, that's why you see the expansion opportunities, and that's why you see Denver leading the nation in terms of municipal economics. So thank you all, and congratulations, and welcome to JumpStart 2015.